Welcome to the Mind Odyssey.
How many tabs are open in your mind right now? Seriously, bills to pay, big decisions to make, that endless, nagging fire hose of information from social media. But what if I told you there's a neuroscientific secret to clearing out this digital and emotional junk heap that's cluttering your brain with a single mental move? A kind of command delete for your mind.
Welcome, mind travelers. Go ahead, pull up a chair by the fire, because today we are cracking the hidden code to flawless focus. We're not just talking about tips and tricks here. Oh no. We are embarking on an investigation into the very architecture of our attention. Our first clue is just ahead.
I want you to think about that feeling of being constantly overwhelmed in a new way. It's not a personal failure, not at all. I want you to picture it as a crime scene. Your focus has been stolen, your energy has been drained, and we're here today, as detectives, to figure out who, or more importantly, what, is responsible.
Now, I know this audience. You are thinkers, you are analysts. But sometimes that brilliant analytical engine of yours gets stuck in a loop, right? It's what we call analysis paralysis. This little journey we're on, this is your map out of that fog. It's about using that amazing analytical power, not to spin your wheels, but to cut right through the noise with, well, surgical precision.
Okay, our investigation begins with the most obvious culprit, the one hiding in plain sight, a relentless 24/7 flood of information. Emails, news alerts, social feeds, notifications. It's a digital deluge, and frankly, our brains were never, ever built to handle this kind of downpour. Let's look at the evidence.
So here it is. This is the forensic report from the world of neuroscience. It's called cognitive load theory. And what it proves is that our working memory, the part of our brain that's juggling all this information right now, it isn't infinite. It has a very strict, very limited capacity. And when we push past that limit, the system doesn't just slow down, it actually starts to break. The best way to think about it is like your computer's RAM. You open one or two programs, everything's zipping along, it's fast, it's smooth. But what happens when you open 20, 30, 50 tabs and applications? The whole system just freezes up. That feeling of mental lag, that's your cognitive RAM literally screaming for a reboot. But here's the twist in our investigation. Information overload isn't working alone. It has a very cunning accomplice, a secret saboteur that operates in the shadows, quietly draining your mental battery all day long. Its name? Decision fatigue. You see, every single choice you make, from what to wear in the morning to which email to answer first, it uses up the exact same finite pool of mental energy. It's like this hidden tax on your focus. The more trivial, tiny decisions you're forced to make, the less capacity you have left for the ones that actually truly matter.
And this is what psychologists call the paradox of choice. We assume that more options will make us happier, but the science, well, it shows the exact opposite. Just look at this. When we're faced with just a few choices, our satisfaction is sky high. But as the options multiply, our satisfaction plummets, and our mental strain just goes through the roof. We become paralyzed by possibility.
Okay, we've identified the culprits: information overload and its partner in crime, decision fatigue. So what's the solution? This is the pivotal moment in our investigation, my friends. The great revelation isn't some new productivity app or a complex system. The secret to flawless focus isn't addition, it's subtraction.
The philosopher William James, he just nailed it over a century ago. Wisdom, and by extension, focus, isn't about absorbing everything you can. No, it's about developing the skill to intentionally ignore what is irrelevant. It's a beautiful, powerful art of strategic omission. Let that sink in for a second. True mental clarity doesn't come from forcing yourself to concentrate harder on one thing. It comes from ruthlessly eliminating all the other things that are fighting for your attention. You don't need more willpower. You just need fewer distractions. You have to become the curator of your own cognitive environment.
So we've moved from the why to the what. Now, let's get to the important part, the how. How do we actually do this? How do we perform this act of mental subtraction? Well, I'm going to give you a simple, powerful framework. Let's call it your mental delete move.
It's a 3-step detox. It's that simple. First, recognize. Become a detective of your own mind. What notifications, what worries, what habits are the biggest sources of noise for you? You have to be ruthless in your honesty here. Second, reduce. This is the act of subtraction itself. Turn off the non-essential alerts. Unsubscribe. Set firm boundaries. You have to make a conscious choice to limit your exposure. And finally, step 3, focus. With all that newly cleared mental space, you channel all of it, with fierce intention, onto the one single thing that truly matters most. So, our investigation is complete. The map is in your hands. The power to clear all that clutter, it's always been yours. The only question left now is, where will you begin? What is the first single piece of mental junk, that one notification, that one lingering worry, that one open tab, that you will choose to drag to the trash bin right now, today?